For St. Mary's versus Cascade Christian. Welcome to TableRockSports.net. We are happy to have you. Got a good game underway. Quick start here. St. Mary's going up 4-0 right off the bat. We thank you guys for joining in. Cascade swinging the ball around. Cascade is coming in at 15-2, league record 4-0. Let's see a 3-ball there from them. Josh Banton starting at the top, swinging it around. He's kind of the facilitator for this St. Mary's ball club. Schranenberg gets to take it away. Pass up to
nice hands there on the steal. I'll go ahead and chime in there. But right now, St. Mary's coming back strong defensively. They give up a turnover. It almost looked like an easy bucket going the other way for Cascade Christian. But St. Mary's defense able to hold strong.
St. Mary's got Trey Foster. You know, he's got big length. You know, he can get out in that lane and cause a lot of trouble for a lot of offenses in this league. As I've covered a lot of these St. Mary's games. So last game they went with a 1-3-1 press with Trey Foster at the top, and it was very effective. So we'll see how they come out and see if they apply that same pressure. Trey ball, no good. Rebound to St. Mary's, going the other way.
And if you're able to pull it off, going back to that 1-3-1 press, to have your best and lengthiest athlete be up at the top about any sort of 1-3-1, really, whether it's full court, half court press, or just packing it in behind the three-point line. You want a guy there that can move, cover a lot of ground, and use his hands well.
Absolutely. You know, it's, a lot of people, you know, who's been following the St. Mary's team know he's a stud on that football field. So it's natural for him to get up in the lane and cause some trouble. So we got Will Cranenberg shooting 2-2. First one, no bueno. He will be shooting his second. He's up and is off the back iron. Tipped away. Looks like they're going to call a block. Got Strandenberg. We got Strandenberg and Cranenberg.
Yeah, good luck keeping that straight all night.
Trust it. It's been we've done the past couple games. We had to dial it in, you know. Cascade's going to come down the other way. About 5:40 here to go in the first quarter. Looks like a quick turnover right there.
Man, it was there too. That's good movement offensively to set up that hole and attack the zone, but the pass was just off the mark and couldn't hang on.
Yep. That backdoor cutter, he was there. I think they just missed time to pass a little bit. But Cascade's going to come out in the press. He's going to swing it out.
Nice ball movement.
Good rebound by Trey Foster. Goes up strong, and the bucket is good.
It's just good offense all the way around from St. Mary's there.
Good ball
nice
movement.
Swinging. Yeah, if they're getting looks like that in the corner all night, all you got to do is hit them, and they're going to be in great shape. Those are good looks.
Yeah, the driving kick. You know, they got good shooters all around on this team. You know, 1 through 5, they can all shoot it pretty well.
And then you tack on the fact you got Foster as a weak side rebounder. I mean, I can see him cleaning those up all night.
Yeah. He started off the other night against Butte Falls, 2 big dunks. I mean, he came out with a lot of momentum. So, you know, I think he's hoping for the same type of ordeal here tonight.
You know, it's always kind of, it seems counterintuitive, but, you know, when you got a guy like that, sometimes early in the game, especially if you're on the road, say, you let him get those dunks in early on because it takes a lot of energy to get up there. And
yeah,
true. It's cool, but.
Yeah, just 2 points, you know.
That's it.
2 points is 2 points. Cascade coming down the other way. 3 ball from the top. That's no good. Rebound to Foster. Foster's going to go ahead and go with Banton.
Nice break.
Kranenberg just not able to finish there. He's going to go back in, try again.
See,
and he's able to draw the foul.
Man, Kranenberg, he's just got to drive his coaches crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting to the rim and he's not finishing.
Right.
And that's you get away with that a lot more when you're not trying to be flashy.
Right. Yeah, he gets a little fancy with the right hand. Yeah, I've kind of noticed he does this little one-handed little scoop. And I think he has a little bit of bounce to him, so I think he's trying to. Honestly, he's thinking about the dunk,
trying to maybe get.
But at the end of the day, you just gotta finish.
And hey, there's nothing to say that there's wrong with playing with flair or looking good doing it because it looks good. I'm just saying when you miss those shots, you got to be ready to take some heat over.
Drive a coach crazy.
There's not even really any proof that that's what caused him to miss the shot.
Yeah.
But that's sure as heck how it looks to a coach.
Absolutely. Snyder in the lane looks like a turnover coming the other way. Forrester has the ball. He had a great game last weekend against Butte Falls. Kranenberg swings to Banton. Banton looking inside the tray. Good pass underneath.
That's just so hard to beat. When you've got to get two bodies on a guy like that down low and he's able to pass like that, hard to stop.
Hard to stop. So we're going to take a quick break here, folks. We thank you guys for joining in. Oh, we got a 30 seconds, so we're going to stay here, actually. So 9-3 St. Mary's against a good Cascade team. Cascade's coming in at 15-2 overall. Overall record for St. Mary's 8-8, league record of 3-1.
And that's what really matters, at this point in the year.
Yeah,
is these two teams. There's no way that this isn't going to come down to it. And I hate to be cliche and say throw the records out the window, but let's be honest. Pre-conference play in high school basketball is really not that big of a deal. It's window dressing.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. So we got to do a couple tournaments for St. Mary's early on. And the only problem I would say they had in the early beginning of the season was finishing the game. They would come out strong, they would be leading by 10, and they would just kind of drop off and they'd lose the game, by 3. At the Hidden Valley tournament, they lost 2 out of 3 by a margin of 2 points each game. So I think in the last 2 games that I've done for them, it's kind of been almost the opposite. They come out a little slow and they finish very well. So I hope that's not the case tonight, them coming out hot and then, finishing slow, because obviously coming up 8-3 against a good Cascade team like this, you want to keep that momentum going, and you don't want to fall off towards the end. So let's hope they can just keep that mojo going. And
this could shift the entire conference standing.
Absolutely.
Cascade's got to be ready to play, and sometimes you wonder when you come in with a record of 15-2.
Yeah.
You're feeling yourself.
Yeah,
that's what and that's
right.
And you should be.
And then then you play a team that's 500, and obviously, and you got a
target on your back.
Exactly.
If you're Cascade.
Exactly. So St. Mary's coming in with a little bit of chip on their shoulder, saying, "Hey, we came to play. We're in the same league. We got guys that can play too."
And they've got a little vengeance to seek on the football season too.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that is right.
It's interesting. This time of year, this is more than mid-season form for these teams. I caught Cascade early in the year, maybe in their first or second game, and it's just so interesting to watch when you've got a lot of crossover between football and basketball. These kids are playing football for the first month of the basketball season out there.
Right.
And you can see it. It's a more physical, kind of clunky game, and now they've got their offenses down pat. They've got flow, they've got movement.
Yeah,
completely different.
A little more chemistry and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Good jumper right there.
Speaking of football players,
that's Keegan Sean with 2 points, cutting that lead to 8-5. Looks like Cascade's going to come out in a zone.
St. Mary's wasn't expecting it.
Oh, they switched it up on him. So a good call there by Cascade. Able to switch it up and cause a turnover.
Good timeout by their coach, Brian Morse. That's pretty wise. It wasn't working. You're down, it says 8-3 now early. Change up the defense.
That's Kay Coster able to get in the lane, draw the foul. Out there rocking the Kobe 9 Elites. Rest in peace to Kobe Bean Bryant. One of my childhood idols. Still, just can't really fathom that one. That one's
wild.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I had a buddy who played for Orange Coast Community College going into his second year, and obviously his coach was on board. So, you know, we want to send our prayers and condolences to all the families that were involved, and that's a tough one. You know, a freak accident, really, just tragic. Second one is good.
It's like a little taste of St. Mary's own medicine there. Cascade's in a 1-3-1. Got a good look out of it.
Payton looking to swing. Good defense there. That's number 25, Dominic Lewis. I got a typo on the roster here. Payton able to come up with it. Brother for three. Yes, sir. Count it. So that's going to extend St. Mary's lead up to 11-6. About 2 minutes here to play. Three, no good from Cascade. Battle underneath. Trey Foster comes up with it. And looks like they're going to call a travel. A little bit of contact underneath, but looks like they're going to call a travel. Got a sub coming in. It's number 10, Keegan Shan, coming back in the game. Cascade will take it out from the baseline. We got 2 minutes and 1 second to play here in the first. Good defense there by St. Mary's, almost able to get to 5 seconds. Dominic Lewis coming in the lane. Good kick out. Looks like they're going to get him with a little bit of contact underneath. We'll call that a block and foul. So they're going to go for the other side of the baseline. St. Mary's playing good defense. Obviously don't want to get in foul trouble too early. 3-3 on the team fouls. Good bucket underneath. That's Matt McFeeters. Looks like we heard a whistle from the other side of the court. He was thinking it was an and one.
I keep hearing that whistle. I just now realized there's something going on the other side. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was thinking it was a fan, you know, but obviously they wouldn't let that fly for a little bit.
Right. That's Man, we got a lot of whistles coming from one official right now.
Right.
7 combined fouls in the first quarter.
Oh, man. Trey Foster kicking it out. Good hustle defense there by Keegan Shan. Out there rocking the long sleeves.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I really like the spacing and the ball movement from St. Mary's right now.
Yeah, swinging it around, you know, making obviously one thing, you know,
you can see the plan right there. They got a guy on the front and the back of Trey Foster.
And
they still can't handle him.
And one. They got to box out is what really it comes down to. Trey Foster is obviously a beast down low.
They had someone on the front, on the back, and then when the entry pass came in, they sagged a guy down from the top of the circle. There were 3 guys on him.
Yeah.
And that's just,
you know, what can you do at that point, you know? Trey just going up and just tipping it in.
But that's really a pretty good strategy from Cascade, too. I mean, they're giving up a good 4 or 5 inches. At least it looks like from here, a huge height disadvantage down low.
So just a little bit over a minute here to go. Dominic Lewis at the top. He's going to swing it to Shan. Looks like they're going to be running that flex offense. Floater in the lane with a little bit of contact. No good. Lewis comes down with it. Goes up with it. No good. Board to St. Mary's. Both teams really playing, you know, that pressure defense. Really not letting anything free happen. Swing up. Benion's going to take the 3. Back iron. Board. Here comes Lewis the other way. He's going to Euro step it.
Oh,
good bucket.
Man. That is.
I love seeing that. I love that Euro step, that James Harden, you know?
I love that move, and you know what I hate is watching someone try to take a charge when there's no chance.
Yeah. You know, when they're still running and they're trying to take a charge.
Come on. Make a play on the ball at least.
Yeah.
But you know, there's no amount of shaming we can do in the embarrassment that you feel when you're that guy.
Of course.
Tips over with a cool breeze, trying to take a charge that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Pretty much underneath the basket as well. So I mean.
Oh man.
You know, the idea is obviously appreciated, but
sure.
the effort I think should be elsewhere.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Not the first person to do that. Certainly not the last.
Cranenberger's going to take it from the top. Swing coming down with a floater. A little bit of contact. No call. 15 seconds. Shan's coming down. Good kick. Here's Lewis in the lane. Gets that jump stop. Good rebound. Goes up. It's Nathan Spurlock on the rebound and the putback. He's able to draw the foul. 5.9 seconds to go here in the first. So Spurlock will shoot a pair. First one is good. Able to cut that lead to a one possession lead right here. Couple subs. We got Mac McFeeters checking back in for Cascade. Second one is underway, and it is good as well. So 2-point ball game, 14-12. St. Mary's leading. Floater in the lane. No good. And that is the end of our first period here, folks. We got St. Mary's 14, Cascade 12. We're going to take a quick break from some of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back, folks. Here we got the Holy War for you here on TableRockSports.net. Jake McCoy, Nate Goodyear alongside of me. We are happy to have you guys here. 14-12, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. St. Mary's up 2. Lewis going to take the 3 ball, just a little to the right.
What a pass. What a
pass. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Somebody opened a window in here and the breeze came in. But they're going to call that a long 2, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. A short 2. What am I saying? I'm thinking it went in. Oh, nope, that was a pass. So 14-14 is our score. We are all tied up.
St. Mary's is going to be content to live this game at the line if it means putting Trey Foster there. I mean, you could see right there they were all of 5 seconds into the shot clock.
Yep.
And they're just getting it in. I mean, they know if they throw it up for Trey, he gets his hands on it.
Right. And 16 fouls already on Cascade, so, I mean, they're going into the bonus after this. So Trey able to knock down 1 of 2. St. Mary's going up 1. Cascade's going to come down the other way. Oh, good block in the lane. Just got the body. Trey does that so well. He can just get up and kind of sneak up from the backside and get a good block on it. Just kind of came down upon him.
If he learns to jump straight up, the's no stopping him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only problem there. He's coming across so fast.
Right. just kind of,
You jump out. I mean, he essentially.
You're coming down on somebody, regardless. Yeah. First one, no good.
I mean, it's in my opinion, it's a weak foul, but it's a foul according to the rules.
Right.
It's not, he didn't get battered there. He got his shot blocked.
Right. And just kind of came down upon him. It's just, the flow of the motion kind of didn't end up in his favor. That's all.
Not to say it was the wrong call either.
Right.
I prefer that we
Shan.
play.
Shan with a good, nice mid-range jumper. So they're going to come out. Cascade's going to trap. Come out a little bit of trap zone defense here. And that's where they're going to want it. They're going to want to put you in the corner right there. Banton has it. And they're going to call a travel on him.
And I like that idea with the defense, too. There's two ways to cut off the pass inside to Trey.
Yeah.
One of them is to front him and deny him.
Yeah.
The other way, pressure the ball handler so that they can't even get eyes on him to begin with.
Absolutely. I think they're doing a good job of that so far. So here comes Shan the other way. St. Mary's going to come out in the man defense. They're going to take their time. As you know, Oregon High School, no shot clock. Shan taking it down low. No good. Board goes back to Cascade. Lewis has it. Loses it. On the ground. Cascade able to come up with it. Little ticky-tack foul there. They're going to call that one on Josh Banton.
Both these teams really handsy early on. It seems like at least half the fouls have been reach fouls.
Yeah, just kind of little lackadaisical defense almost, just reaching a little bit. Cascade going to swing it around. Shan's going to take the long three. It's way long. Banton's going to come the other way. Going to come try to get in the lane, put it up, no good. Trey on the putback, no good as well. Cascade's going to come down with it, coming the other way. 6 minutes here to play in this second quarter. Good backdoor cutter on the flex offense. And one. Nathan Spurlock with a good ball fake to get him in the air and draw the contact. He's going to extend their lead to 3, and he's going to get 3 the hard way. Possibly 3 the hard way. And we've got a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take another quick break from one of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. TableRockSports.net.
K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
All right, and we're back here, folks, on TableRockSports.net. Spurlock unable to hit the free throw on the and one, but Cascade still coming down with the board. 18-15, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Lewis, a good facilitator for Cascade, swinging it around. Lewis with the step back, just off the front iron. Banton comes down with the board. He's going the other way. Schranenberg getting it taken away from Lewis.
Great anticipation.
Lewis going to slow it down a little bit. Swings it out. 3 ball, no good. Rebound going to St. Mary's. Good take there by Forrester. Unable to finish, though.
I think St. Mary's is struggling right now in transition. They're getting across midcourt and getting on the run.
Yeah, they're getting good looks.
Cascade's kind of packing down the paint, and
yeah,
you've got to know when to give it up on the break.
Yeah. I mean, you hear the whole bench saying, Wolf, Wolf. You know, you got guys coming behind you. Obviously, you got to, you know, look at transition, try to get some guys involved. Oh, and there's it's a frustrating foul. I think he almost tripped and kind of fell into him. Fouls on Forrester, and that's going to send them to the line. They got a 1-and-1. So early foul trouble for both teams. You know, 4:45 here in the second. We're already in the bonus for both. So,
oh man, I mean that means we're in foul trouble. Geez.
Yeah, no kidding. We're gonna be at the line here quite a bit, folks. So this is Cody Reese, a sophomore. First one is no good. 1-on-1 situation. So ball's going back to St. Mary's. Swing it up to Forrester. Trey catches at the top. Good pass to Cranenberg. Unable to finish. Oh, it's kind of been the moral of the story tonight for St. Mary's. Kind of getting those easy looks down low, just not really finishing.
Both of these teams, really. I mean, if it wasn't for the tempo of this game, the score is almost a little deceiving.
Yeah. Both teams just getting good looks, just kind of unable to finish. I think we might have a little bit of a higher score if they were finishing these buckets down low. Good take in there, no good. Coming down the other way. Cranenberg gives it up, and he wanted it back, but no go. And they're going to call a timeout for Cascade. So we're going to take them one with them, folks. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. TableRockSports.net.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information...
Good dribblers.
And we are back, folks, here on TableRockSports.net. We got the Holy War. Cascade Christian versus St. Mary's. Here's Shan with the floater in the middle. That bucket is good. That'll extend their lead to 5. Cascade going a little bit of a run here. The ball into Trey Foster, and they're going to call that foul. That's on number 23, Braden Kopich. And that's going to send Trey Foster to the line for a 1-and-1. Both teams kind of are a little bit early here in foul trouble.
Cascade really with a pretty good push here over about the last 4 or 5 minutes of game time.
So the free throw is no good. He's going to throw the ball up. And they're going to call that an and-one with a blocking foul. That's Lane Colum able to finish in the lane, get the contact as well. See if he can get 3 the hard way. So we're going to sub here for St. Mary's. We got Sean Snyder checking in. So Lane Colum will get a chance here at an and-one situation. And that is good. And that extends their lead to 8. Just as my partner here, Nate, just said, Cascade going on a little bit of a run here to start this second quarter. They're going to call that a blocking foul. They're going to call that an and-one. Trey Foster able to finish with the contact. Tough shot right there with the floater. They're going to count the bucket.
Are they? No, it didn't go in. So they're
I think he finished it.
Well,
Yeah,
but
no.
he didn't. The referee didn't give the signal.
Oh, are they
to the
waving
table.
it? Are they saying it is on the ground?
I think they are because
Okay.
he was saying 1-1 over there to the table. So there we go.
I don't know. A little bit of continuation right there, you would think, but so they're going to call that a 1-1. Trey Foster not able to catch a break right there. I mean, I thought it was an and one. First one is good. He's been to the line several times tonight, couple empty trips, so hopefully that one established a little more confidence from his free throw ability. Second one is underway. Back iron, no good. Good hustle there with Snyder.
Nice dish.
Good pass underneath.
Get it
Big
out.
swat.
Get it out.
It's a block party for Trey Foster.
Tired defense there.
Benton coming down the other way, able to kind of draw him in and get him to reach a little bit. I mean, that's kind of been the story for tonight. A lot of reaching.
Trey knows it though, man. If you're the big dog and you want to get fed, you got to protect the house.
Absolutely.
And he
does it so
like
well.
a star.
Oh, he pinned that thing against the glass. Love to see it.
This is kind of an interesting scenario here for St. Mary's at the line too. They haven't made a field goal in the second quarter.
All free throws. First one's up and good. That's Benton, able to hit from the line. He's a good shooter. He's a great facilitator. He kind of just does it all for the St. Mary's offense. Obviously not one of the most taller guys out there, but he really does do it all. And I think they're going to call that one over the back. I'm going to call that one on Snyder. That's going to send him back the other way to go shoot the first couple free throws.
And they should make up for the lack of shot clock here by running the the clock during free throws.
So they're going to send them into the double bonus. So we got 2 shots now.
Woo.
This is number 44, Nathan Spurlock, is at the line shooting 2. First one is up and it is no good off the back iron. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Second one, no good as well. Empty trip for Spurlock. Cascade applying that pressure. And they're going to call that out on St. Mary's. Trey Foster kind of just looking at his guard saying, hey, come to me, You see I'm in trouble getting the boy underneath. I'm doing all I can, You got to, as a guard, you got to realize that and come get the ball.
Yeah, it's those kind of lapses that are frustrating.
Another ticky-tack foul down on the sideline, so that's going to send him back to the free throw line. Another double bonus. Lewis going to shoot a pair.
Like counting sheep, Jake.
Oh, my goodness. What is going on? I mean, you see 9 and 10, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 10. More than 10 fouls on St. Mary's. Lewis, no good from the first one.
You just stop counting after 10.
Right. I mean, I think I lost count after 10. Cascade going up 24-17. They're going to come out in that zone defense that they play so well. Getting that ball in big Trey Foster. And
too many steps.
I'm going to call a travel on him. That's tough. Tough break right there. St. Mary's could obviously use a bucket right now, and I guess they're going to get called. He shuffled his feet a little bit. Good little mid-range bucket, though. I mean, so here comes Shane the other way. Floater down the middle, just short. Gets his own rebound, though. It's a good move. Looks like he got Trey Foster got popped in the noggin right there. He's able to brush it off. He's a tough player. He'll play through it. Checking in for Cascade, number 32, Lane Colum. They'll take it from the baseline. Lewis to take it out. Looks like we're going to get a little ISO situation here. He's going to swing it. Good ball movement here by Cascade. Swing out to Lewis. 3 ball. Yes, sir. Count it. That's going to extend their lead to 10. If you're St. Mary's here, you definitely need to get a bucket. I mean, I think they've gone without a field goal here in this second period.
There it is.
So, spoken into existence. There's Trey Foster underneath.
You know, it was kind of disappointing about that last defensive possession for St. Mary's is that they played about 30 seconds of good defense.
Yeah, that's always tough. It's always tough when you get them to, play good defense, then, obviously, like you say, burn a lot of clock like that, and then
I hate to harp on it, but you should really get a reward for defense.
Yeah. Trey Foster, another good bucket. Assist by Josh Banton there underneath. So St. Mary's going to switch it up, come to the zone. They leave a good shooter, Shan, just unable to finish from the mid-range. Minute 15 here to go in the second quarter. Good steal by Cascade.
Good defense. Quick feet.
Oh, good pass up. Oh, unable to finish is Lewis. A good dime there by Shan. Just kind of gave him the quarterback toss. Unable to finish underneath with the left. Trey saying, heat check. Good pass underneath.
Oh, man.
You got to finish that. Cranenberg with the miss underneath.
What you want if you're St. Mary's.
Absolutely.
ISO on the block with Trey Foster. I mean, that's a disaster waiting to happen. And they came
and triple teamed him. Obviously left Cranenberg wide open underneath. Just almost like it felt like he was playing on a double rim. Just bounced off the back iron on the layup. Oh man,
got to get it back here.
See if he can knock 2. He's got a double bonus. So the first one is good. It's a little bit of redemption here at the line. Strandenberg's going to check back in. Second one is good as well. The St. Mary's able to cut this lead back down to 4. We got 45 seconds left to play in this second quarter. Looks like they're going to come out in man defense, St. Mary's. A little bit of a motion offense here. Kind of letting their guys just swing it around, see if they got good shot creators, so. A lot of body, but no call. 20 seconds to play. Comes Shan the other way, mid-range. Good shooter, he can knock it down. 10 seconds here to play. Banton saying, hey, give me the rock, let's go. He's going to try to break him down. Here comes that trap. 2 seconds to go. Trey's going up with it. No good, but they got a foul call. So he will go to the line and shoot 2. With 0 on the clock.
The whistle came after 0, but the foul was clearly before.
Yeah, just kind of a late whistle on that one. Got a couple fans right here in front of us, a little upset about it. I can get where they're coming from with the frustration, but yeah, obviously it was contact underneath. He got the shot up, so they're still going to debate it. Obviously,
I think if anything, the beef would be that after calling 75 fouls in the first quarter and a half of the game, the referees decided to swallow their whistles until that.
Right, no kidding. They let them play for a good 2-3 minutes there at the end, but those first 4 minutes of that second quarter, oh my goodness.
Now maybe there is a bit of a discussion here as to whether there was any time left on the clock, because then if you're Cascade, obviously it's their coach's job to make the officials second guess every move they make, right?
Of course.
So you kind of understand the discussion there. But then you also got to be thinking, if there's a second and a half left on the clock, it's not much of a chance, but it's still a chance.
Still something.
And heck, every high school coach has some sort of play drawn up that you practice maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Full court.
Yep. Just get it down, get a shot up, I mean, if it's a second, that's definitely enough time to catch and shoot. Yep. So they were going to give it to Trey Foster. He's going to have 2 at the line. First one is up, and it is good. Trey Foster getting to the line quite a bit tonight.
I feel like if St. Mary's is going to win this game, it's going to be Trey Foster doing
Knocking
it at the free throw line.
Yeah. So 1-2 at the line, and that is going to take us to halftime, folks. St. Mary's 24, Cascade Christian 29. We're going to take a break. Do not go anywhere. We got a message from our sponsors, TableRockSports.net. We're going to go to halftime. Don't go anywhere.
K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. There you go. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
What is education? Is it desks and a line? Is it reading from a textbook? Or should it be something more?
St. Mary's is a really special place, and it's hard to understand that unless you visit, unless you spend time here.
And the kids here are just wonderful.
It makes teaching easy because they want to learn and they're very respectful.
They care about each other. They know how to collaborate and work together. They know how to figure out complex problems.
They respond to enthusiasm and they develop their own enthusiasm, which is something that I feed off as a teacher.
We care for them as a whole, as an individual. It's not just about my subject. We care about all parts of that student.
One of the benefits of our project-based learning program in the middle school is that students are able to take what they're learning and make something really creative and inventive and exciting, and they're also very invested in it because it's real to them.
The students really get involved and get to learn problem solving through a hands-on approach. Through our mod system, they can take an engineering class and see if it's for them, but then maybe realize that they want to do something a little more creative and then take some art classes and find out that architecture might be their thing.
This is education for the 21st century. Our program is designed to teach people to think outside the box.
This year we have students from 11 different countries, plus all of our American students, so we're an international campus. Students learn from each other. Local students learn from students who come to go to school here. In the classrooms, they really add to what is happening, and that benefits the local students.
A great education is more than just what happens inside the classroom. It's what happens when students learn about competition, about teamwork, about how to win and how to lose. It's about learning how to become who they need to become. I think what's most important about this is that you know that kid sitting in front of you, you see them as an individual, and you understand that you can have an impact on their life and inspire them to find out something about themselves that they didn't know existed, and that they can leave the school and they can go off and do some great things with their lives, whatever that may be. I feel like we're doing something pretty special and spectacular at this place.
It's so inspiring, not only for myself, these students, but for everybody who works here, for everybody who comes here. To be part of St. Mary's is something that is truly extraordinary. What is education? Is it desks and a line? Is it reading from a textbook? Or should it be something more?
St. Mary's is a really special place, and it's hard to understand that unless you visit, unless you spend time here.
And the kids here are just wonderful.
It makes teaching easy because they want to learn and they're very respectful.
They care about each other, they know how to collaborate and work together, they know how to figure out complex problems.
They respond to enthusiasm and they develop their own enthusiasm, which is something that I feed off as a teacher.
We care for them as a whole, as an individual. It's not just about my subject, we care about all parts of that student.
One of the benefits of our project-based learning program in the middle school is that students are able to take what they're learning and make something really creative and inventive and exciting, and they're also very invested in it because it's real to them.
The students really get involved and get to learn problem solving through a hands-on approach. Through our mod system, they can take an engineering class and see if it's for them, but then maybe realize that they want to do something a little more creative and then take some art classes and find out that architecture might be their thing.
This is education for the 21st century. Our program is designed to teach people to think outside the box.
This year we have students from 11 different countries, plus all of our American students, so we're an international campus. Students learn from each other. Local students learn from students who come to go to school here. In the classrooms, they really add to what is happening, and that benefits the local students.
A great education is more than just what happens inside the classroom. It's what happens when students learn about competition, about teamwork, about how to win and how to lose. It's about learning how to become who they need to become.
I think what's most important about this is that you know that kid sitting in front of you, you see them as an individual, and you understand that you can have an impact on their life and inspire them to find out something about themselves that they didn't know existed, and that they can leave the school and they can go off and do some great things with their lives, whatever that may be. I feel like we're doing something pretty special and spectacular at this place.
It's so inspiring, not only for myself, these students, but for everybody who works here, for everybody who comes here. To be part of St. Mary's is something that is truly extraordinary.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass.
All right, folks, welcome back. TableRockSports.net. Jake McCoy, Nate Goodyear here at the Holy War, St. Mary's versus Cascade Christian. As you see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Cascade leads 29-24. But kind of both teams kind of getting some early foul trouble. So a lot of these points that you see are coming from the line. So hopefully both teams can kind of lock it in and maybe just play a little more, a little less ticky-tack foul-y on the defense end. Floater down the lane. That's Cody Reese. He's going to get the two. He's going to apply the pressure on Benton. Swings it.
I think
not something you see often out of Josh Benton making a kind of an early mistake like that.
I think he thought that was going to be too easy.
Yeah, he's
by the time he kicked it into a higher gear, Reese was keeping right with him, and he just made a bad decision under pressure.
Yeah. And not often you see that from Josh Benton, a great facilitator for the St. Mary's team. Just kind of came out a little lackadaisical, you could say, almost. Reese the other way. Shan's got it at the top. He has had a great first half. Good take underneath.
Nice finish.
Good finish.
It's kind of interesting about that full court man press, too, that forced the turnover for Cascade, is that it's not really that kind of full court that's intended to do anything other than just kind of harass the ball handler. It's not a trap. It's not anything other than we just want to slow you down a little bit, getting the ball up the court.
Yeah, just make you work for it. Cody Reese gets the shot blocked. Going the other way, Trey Foster. He's got numbers. He's going to take off from about the free throw line. You got a 3-on-1 situation like that, you almost want to think about giving it up.
Well, I mean, he just airballed a layup, so
from the free throw line as well.
Trey got across midcourt and just saw visions of tens dancing in his head.
Just trying to go Dr. J on him. So there's a quick turnover there for Cascade Christian. Going to come back the other way for St. Mary's. Foster in the lane. They're going to call that a block, and they're going to give him an and-one.
Wow.
So count the bucket. He will go to the free throw line and shoot one.
First time we've seen Trey out on the wing at all, really.
Yeah, he's been down low quite a bit.
I think I like that play. If Cascade's going to extend out their man defense and try to deny like that, get him on the edge, because he can cook anyone in about 2 steps with his size from the perimeter.
Absolutely.
It's not even about quickness at that point. It's just about the length of his stride.
And that way, it can obviously, you can catch him sleeping too, get him on the backdoor pass. Cascade with another quick turnover. Got to cut those out if they want to keep this lead. So the lead is only 5 now. Kranenberg coming down. Floater in the lane. It's good. Off the backboard. There's the bucket. Nathan Shan with the mid-range jumper. He shoots so well, they're going to call that a jump ball. Possession is going to stay here with Cascade. See on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 33-30. Cascade's still leading. St. Mary's just chipping away at this lead slowly but surely.
Too easy. Nice ball fake there, too. You got to stay disciplined.
Yeah.
If you're St. Mary's, who is that there? Jonah Hadley. There's no reason to leave your feet on that.
Right.
Just get over there, get your hands up, stay on the ground, and contest the shot.
I mean, you see a guy, obviously, with the ball fake. I mean, when you jump that late, you're not even gonna get a chance of blocking the shot.
No chance. You're just gonna get a foul.
Yeah, just stay on the ground. So got Lane Colum at the line. First one is good. 5:28 to play here in the third quarter. The sub coming in.
Man, that's such a big foul, too, because if St. Mary's is able to continue on that defensive stop, they're headed down the court with an opportunity to tie the game.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, cut it to 1.
Yeah.
And now we're
back to a two-possession game. Hadley in the corner. Good pass underneath the Benton. Good swing. Swing back to him.
Nice shot.
Sternenberg with a nice bucket underneath. Good pass by Trey Foster. Able to see the backdoor cutter. And that's going to cut it to a one-possession lead. Lewis in the corner, swings it around. Gets it back. Thinks about the three, takes it in the lane. Swings it to the corner. There's Shan. He can shoot it. Just in and out. Braden Kopich just checking into the game, getting his first bucket. Looks like Cascade's going to transition back into that zone. Hadley underneath. Goes up, draws the contact. Oh. Looks like Trey wanted to put back. I think it was kind of sitting on the rim still. I think I might have had a chance to go in. Like the effort, though. So we got Hadley at the line shooting 2. Here's Hadley shooting 2. First one is up and good. He's out there rocking the Russell Westbrook Jordans. We like that. It's one of my favorite players. I'm a sneaker guy, I'm rocking Kobe 8s right now in memory of my guy,
Yeah. I could hear that.
Trey with the putback, no good. They're going to call a foul underneath.
As I was back in my day, it's just tougher to keep track of it now. I mean, it used to be a lot of those old shoes are kind of coming back around. A lot of the Nikes and stuff, they're just remaking them.
Yeah, they're re-retroing the Jordans, you know what I mean? So I'm almost positive that Nike will probably do that with Kobe's shoes at this point,
Probably. Well, they'll end up doing it with LeBron and everyone that they've had more than one model with.
Yeah.
I mean, those things are never going to go out for basketball players. It's not like the Chuck Taylors,
Right, exactly.
The thing I'm surprised we haven't seen resurface that I really wish would, or pretty much any of Iverson's shoes, any of the answers.
I would love it. I was just talking to my buddy about that.
Was it the Iverson 4s that had the zip up?
Yeah.
Man, those white ones were so clean.
I loved them. Loved them. The answers. And he was Reebok, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we missed those.
Nice finish.
Foster with a good follow-up.
Way to trail the play. Got a 1-point game now.
That's right. You St. Mary's here, you got to lock it in. Play some good defense. Not reach. It's kind of been their story of the game right now. Is a lot, kind of for both sides of the end, I'd say. Lewis able to get Trey in the air. Block party. Trey ball, no good. Here comes Banton the other way. Goes up, swings it over to Sternenberg, but he's unable to get it. On the ground, they're going to call that a travel. So the ball will stay here with St. Mary's.
I think one of the big strengths for Cascade Christian tonight has been their transition defense.
Right.
We get a timeout there by the challengers.
Timeout. We'll take them one with them, folks. It's a great message from our sponsors, TableRockSports.net. Don't go anywhere.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
And we are back, folks, here at TableRockSports.net. Here at the Holy War, Cascade Christian St. Mary's. Cascade just leading by 1. So we got a good ball game here, folks. 3 minutes and 39 seconds here to play in the third quarter. Sternenberg going back up. No good.
Man, quick hands forces a turnover. Trey just kind of did the classic playground move after he lost the rebound, poked at the ball, knocked it away, and off of a challenger offensive player.
Here's Forrester for 3. No, off a little short. He goes, tries to get his own board, but board to Cascade. He's trapped in the corner.
Good defense.
Oof.
Oh, man, that's a tough break. That's really smart defense by Trey. I don't know that that was a designed trap. I think that he just recognized what was going on in the backcourt, went and helped out his dude.
Yeah. Kind of saw, it was kind of one of the bigger guys, obviously not the best ball handler. And
hey, man, you see that guy go straight for the corner like that.
Yeah, might as well get the trap. So still a 1-point lead here for Cascade. So we approach the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. 3 ball, no good. That's going to go ball to St. Mary's. Oh my goodness.
Man,
oh my goodness. It's just a little bit of a mix up there, just a little miscommunication.
It's embarrassing. I did that once though, and the ball hit me in the face because I wasn't looking. So he's got that going
You would
for
think
him.
someone would say something though, right?
Well, they say it, but by then it's too late.
Yeah.
Then you look back.
Then
and
you
just
turn
take
and
it
then
in the nose.
yeah. No good on the second attempt there by Cascade. Sternenberg going ahead. Swings to the corner off the back iron of the rim.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that stays with St. Mary's. Doesn't seem to be a lot of argument about it down on the floor, so we must have missed something. I mean, the bottom of the backboard isn't out of bounds, so it's not that. But
yeah, I think that's what everyone in the crowd is kind of thinking, but that's not that. That was the right call in the end. So St. Mary's able to get their first lead of the game. 37-36.
Man, they've had to work for it too.
Here's Shan from the top. He can shoot it. 3 ball. Able to get their lead back and put them up 2.
It's a good response there, too, from them. You wonder, without having watched them a ton, when you see a team that comes in and they're 15-2, you wonder how many times they really have been challenged late in the game.
Right. Tough. I mean, as you know, they've had an answer for pretty much everything that St. Mary's has given to them, Sternenberg, he's going to go for a dunk. I know it. Yes, sir. And they're going to call him for a
that's
tee.
nonsense. No way.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's a horrible call.
I don't like that at all.
If he let go of the rim, he was going to come flying off of it.
Hey, he was protecting himself.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, man. No one came to watch that.
All right. It's not about you, Stripes. All right?
That is a horrible call.
I mean, let the kid, get a dunk off, let him get a highlight.
not
like
even
that.
to moralize about it.
Yeah.
You know, what do you expect the kid to do?
Right, come down and tear his ankle for the rest of the season, you know?
He's going to land on his head. It's dangerous for him to let go of the ball. Or the rim, I should say.
So Lewis is going to shoot a pair on the technical. First one is up and good. And this crowd is getting into it, folks. 1 minute, 47 seconds here to play in the third. Both teams going back and forth, exchanging leads.
I mean, and what do you accomplish with that call? Is what I wonder.
I don't know.
What type of lesson are you trying to teach the kid? Any
Right.
at all? Because there's not one really in that.
No, definitely not. That could have been a big momentum shifter for St. Mary's as well. You know,
Don't have fun playing the game. Is
Yeah.
that what we're going for now?
Lewis, step back, gets the bounce, and that's good. That takes their lead back to 5. We got a timeout with St. Mary's, and we are going to take one with them, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got a good ball game here at TableRockSports.net.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
I saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents.
And we're back here, folks. St. Mary's with possession. 44-39, as you see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Cascade still up 5. Here's Brother with the floater, just a little short.
Nice shot selection. Just couldn't get it done, unfortunately.
Cascade coming the other way. Shan with the 3-ball, short. Board to Cascade. That's number 33, Matt McFeeters. Good pressure defense there by Cascade. Still going to stay with St. Mary's. A little bit under a minute here to play in the third. If you're St. Mary's here, you're definitely needing a bucket. Obviously, Cascade going on a little bit of run after the tech, hitting a pair of free throws, getting the bucket right on. You know, it's kind of a little bit of a momentum shift back to the other way.
You got a minute here, though. You can get it to one possession going into the fourth. I think that's got to be your goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Get a bucket and a stop and a bucket, and you're in good shape.
Hadley underneath, goes up. And he's going to draw the contact, and he's going to shoot a pair of free throws.
I kind of wonder now, too, with the lack of shot clock, if Cascade's going to be content when they get the ball back to just go 4 corners with it.
Yeah, see, they'll just swing it around and just kind of burn some clock. I would not be surprised. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen it. Coach Brian Morris having a little discussion with the Stripes, seeing what's going on. I think he's a little upset about that call right there. Just got a little bit on the body. So Jonah Hadley will shoot a pair. First one is up, and it is good. Jonah Hadley shooting good from the free throw line tonight. Second one is up. And no good. We got a foul called underneath. They're going to call that against St. Mary's. So 40-46 is our score. Cascade leading by 6. About 40 seconds here to play in the third. Nathan Shan at the top has had a great game. I mean, this kid can shoot it. He's hit mid-range, 3 balls. He's got to the bucket. Good swing to the corner. 3-ball, Cascade. In and out, no good.
Good job defending there by St. Mary's. Sean's shown that he wants to get to the elbow. That's his spot. Maybe within 2 or 3 feet of that, moving back. But he wants to get to one of those elbows and get up a jumper, and they weren't letting him have it there.
So, I mean, they got a good look, just in and out on the 3-ball. Shot is long, no good. They got a good fast break opportunity right here. Goes up with the left, unable to finish. Got some frustration down there. They're going to change that call. They're going to say that ball is going to stay with Cascade. We got some subs coming in. We got Kranenberg checking back in for St. Mary's. Looks like he stepped on the baseline, so that's going to be a turnover going the other way. 4 seconds on the clock.
All right, make it count.
Kranenberg coming down, swinging it towards the middle. Looks like a, So contact in the middle. And they're going to call that on Cascade.
Huh.
Kind of just a little bit of a collision from both ends, but oh nope, they're going to call that on Benyon. Wow.
Okay.
One got one ref saying one thing, got one ref saying the other. That's never. And that's why we got 3 refs, because then you got one decider, you know. Turns it over.
Oh,
and there, yep. That ball's going to go right back to St. Mary's with no clock burn because nobody touched it.
And right over there in front of their own bench, too.
Good heads-up play there by Trey Foster, able to not touch it, let it go out. You know, he could have tried to save it. I think he understood that, you know, if he just get it right back. Throw it up to Foster. Bang at the line. Nope. And that's going to do it for the third quarter here, folks. 40-46, Cascade leading by 6. We're going to take a message from our sponsors. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. TableRockSports.net.
Hi, welcome to St. Mary's School.
I'm Alea, a junior.
And I'm Corin, a senior.
And we wanted to give you a quick tour of our amazing school. Come on.
St. Mary's is on the cutting edge of education, developing dynamic thinkers and lifelong learners.
Our teachers are passionate, our facilities are high-tech, and the open environment encourages critical thinking.
Our robotics lab is better than that of most colleges.
In fact, we've competed on the global scale. We've been to the World Championships not once, but 4 times.
These robots are going to take over the world.
No, but St. Mary's will.
Albert Einstein once said, the only thing you absolutely need to know is the location of the library.
And ours covers 5,000 square feet, housing over 12,000 titles. We even have 767 books from our Confucius Classroom Hanban organization.
It's where our dynamic thinkers come to read, study, or just chill for a little while.
This is our middle school, where it all starts.
Let's go check it out. The 5th grade. I haven't been here since, well, the 5th grade.
Since St. Mary's has 5th through 12th grades, we recognize that it's important for the lower grades to have their own unique experience.
I miss the 5th grade.
Yeah, simpler times. What is the most important thing to any student, anytime, anywhere? Food.
And boy, do we have it. With a full restaurant-style kitchen, we aren't just serving PB&Js.
We have a bunch of healthy options, including vegetarian and gluten-free stuff.
We even have fries.
That's a breadstick.
And what do we do on Friday nights? We study. No. We go to the library.
Really?
We appreciate the patience of our wonderful teachers.
We'll be doing what millions of
We're going to cut that ad short here, folks. Coming back. And
offensive foul against Trey.
Offensive foul on Trey Foster, so that's going to put the team foul, the Cascade with 5 and St. Mary's with 7. So we got another foul call on St. Mary's. So we got a 1-and-1. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that last foul should have put them in 1-and-1. I think the refs missed that, because that's 8 fouls, and they were at 7. And obviously with Trey, it's an offensive foul, so that's kind of like the limbo rule, you never know which way that's going to go. First one is good. Second one underway, and it is off the iron. Kobe Aldridge with the rebound. Cranenberg coming down. Gonna try to set something up. Gets the ball in Josh Benton's hands. He's got some cutters. He's coming down the lane. Little ball fake. Gets it to Aldridge. Swings it back up to Benton. Kobe thinks about it. Oh, Benton with the turnover. A good bucket by Cascade. Able to get it ahead, and that's Lane Colum with the bucket. That's going to extend their lead to 9.
And that's a 10-1 run since the technical foul.
That's tough. Benton in the lane off the back iron, no good. A lot of fouls called. This has been a lot of whistles.
Well, that's what I came here for. I'm not sure about you, Jake, but I love to go to sleep with a ringing in my ears.
Oh, no kidding.
Like we had too many steps there.
So, just as we said, another whistle on the floor. That's going to go back the other way to Cascade. 49-40 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Floater in the lane. Short. Kobe Aldridge coming down with the board and just swings it out and turns it over. St. Mary's just not able to catch a break so far. It's kind of some miscommunication, like you said, from the Tech. 10-1 run, kind of momentum in the favor of Cascade. And that's an and one, no call. That's absolutely no question, and one. That's going to extend their lead to 11. That's Lane Colum, back-to-back buckets.
Man, you know that Trey Foster can't play every minute of this game, but they try to give him a 90-second breather.
Yeah.
And
that was his first time sitting all game. I mean,
5 quick points to open the quarter with him on the bench. That's not going to work.
So Colum from the line, 3 the hard way. That extends their lead to 12. Benton getting picked up early. He's coming down. He tries to set something up. Throws it up to Trey. They're going to call that a foul underneath. And that is going to put them in a 1-and-1 situation. So both teams in the bonus now. Not a surprise as you hear a whistle every 20 seconds.
And at some point, it's not like the foul totals have been lopsided.
Right.
And
yeah,
so
it's been fairly even, absolutely.
And I think, the point I'm trying to make there more than anything is that some point you look at it as an official and think, well, maybe we let these kids play a little bit.
Yeah.
If they're both beating on each other.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the big points of emphasis going into this game is knowing how much of a physical presence, a traveling violation there, knowing the kind of physical presence that Foster has down low and what Cascade's going to try to do to him.
Yeah.
They want to put him on the line. They want to maul him. And the referees need to keep their eyes out for that.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, maybe your eyes aren't that big.
Right. Same time, you kind of realize both teams are playing with physicality, so maybe, you let a couple things go. But really, I mean, they've called pretty much everything this game. So,
but I do give them credit for being fair.
Yeah. Benton goes down the lane, gets up and under. Ooh. He's going to get the foul call, so he'll go shoot a pair. Trey Foster was there, as always, able to –
lurking,
he just creeps up behind you, and you look for him to box him out, but then he's on the other side of the floor coming down for a putback. First one is up and good from Banton. So St. Mary's finally, getting on the board here in the fourth quarter. Like I said, I got to do the Hidden Valley tournament for them, and they dropped 2, came out, we're up 10. And then they dropped 2, just kind of unable to finish at the end. So
late collapse.
Josh Banton with a pair. So we're going to take a quick break. We got a timeout on the floor. Don't go anywhere, folks. TableRockSports.net.
Fans are loving our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center located on the homepage of our website. You can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with the best action. Fans can help keep us this great service by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar, click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on your teams as they go live.
So here we are, folks. 5:40 to go in the fourth. We got a 10-point lead. Cascade up against St. Mary's. A lot of foul calls here in the fourth. Kind of a lot of foul calls all here in the whole game. And I think Cascade's just going to kind of, like you said, play that four corner and just kind of burn some clock here. Yeah. Obviously 10-point lead, no shot clock. Never mind. He's going to take the 3-ball. No good. Dishes it back to him. Gets the mid-range. And it's short. Rebound to Trey Foster. He's going to take it himself. Swings it to Cranenberg. Cutter in the lane. There's Trey Foster going up. And one.
Too easy.
That's the guy you're looking for with the cutter. He's obviously always sneaking back door.
Their most effective offense with him has been when he's been able to start on the perimeter. Whether it's beating guys on the move or, like you said, kind of just being able to sneak into the crevices of the defense and catch the ball on the run going downhill.
He does it so well. He creeps. He just kind of creeps and just kind of lurks, and then obviously, you come down the lane. He's going to cut. He's not just going to camp out in the three like everybody else does. And he finishes well in the lane. He's able to draw the contact. I think where he needs to just maybe improve just a little bit is from the free throw line. It's been a tough night shooting for him from the free throw line. Obviously, with that amount of foul calls, you got to convert from the free throw line. I mean, you're getting, just like they call them, they're free.
Yeah, I think if St. Mary's had hit, even they've probably hit about half of their free throws without having the numbers in front of me. If they had they have easily missed enough free throws, I'll put it this way. Yeah. I mean, I'll make my way around to it eventually. Yeah. They're down by 8 right now. They've probably missed twice as many free throws.
I would have to agree, absolutely. I mean, it's been a lot of empty trips. I mean, a lot of not even just one out of twos, a lot of zero for twos, And that's something as a coach, I mean, Tell you what, back in the day, me playing for Dennis Murphy, if we had this many missed free throws next practice, you would not want to be there. I'll tell you that much. First one is up, and it is good. So Cascade getting back, extending that lead, 9-point lead. This is Colum again, the second of 2, and that's good. Taking that lead back to 10. 44-54, about 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Swinging it around. This is Benyon coming down the lane, kicking it out to Banton for 3. No good. Trey getting it, going back up with it. Benyon tries to swing it out, but unable to get it to his guy. There's Lewis going through the contact. And that's Lane Colum again. A lot of action from Colum tonight. He's playing well. But I believe they're going to give that one to Lewis. That's kind of a late call, late whistle. So Lewis is going to get a pair here. 4:20 on the clock. First one is good. Taking that lead to 11. Trey going up and getting the board. So 1 out of 2. He's going to take it in. He's going to get it stripped, and he goes back up with it, stays with it. Good bucket from Trey Foster there, cutting it back to 9. They're going to try to chip away at this lead. I think Cascade is just going to try to burn some clock, but good. Oh, no. Stop it.
Man, I don't know.
I got to bite my tongue. I got to bite my tongue here. Man, it's frustrating.
All I can say is that I'm watching this game through a screen that's about 1.5 inches by 3 inches,
Yeah.
right? So there's a lot of stuff that I can't see from where I am.
I tell you what, from a guy who just saw the whole thing, I would have to disagree with that call. But that's why we're up here and they're down there, right? Second one is no good. It's a 10-point lead here for Cascade. Gets the ball into Trey. Trey's going to go up. Good bucket. Good strong bucket. And a good
timeout too.
Good call on the timeout by Coach St. Mary's. We're going to take one with them. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good fourth quarter ahead of us. 3 minutes, 47 seconds. We'll be right back. TableRockSports.net.
The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
We are back here, folks. 56-48. Cascade leading, just able to, keep that lead from 8 to 10 points, just kind of going back and forth.
St. Mary's has found a bit of an offensive rhythm the last couple of possessions, getting the ball to Trey Foster.
Yeah, he's a force down low. He's definitely got a mismatch most of the time.
Problem has been they can't stop putting Cascade on the foul line.
Benyon with a good steal. He's going to go up.
Ooh, good defense. Slick defending to just kind of slide in there and not really get a hand on anything.
Yeah.
Just
kind of get in his way and kind of make him force it.
Just geek out the shooter a little bit.
Yeah. So 3 minutes, 30 seconds here to go in the fourth. Pressure defense come by St. Mary's. Oh, you knew that one was coming.
Yeah, it's late in the game. They're tired. They haven't really used a ton of depth, but you got to make those rotations faster.
Yeah.
You know, you've got that ball handler coming up the far side of the court, and you're kind of just watching him.
Yeah.
You know, he's dribbling right into a trap, and there's no one there to get him. So the result is you get an open pass back here, another slow rotation, and it turns into a blocking foul.
Yeah. And obviously these refs are going to call it, you know, so. Second one is no good, so 11-point lead here. Just swinging around, try to get the ball down low to Trey Foster, as he's been a major force here in the fourth. And one, count the bucket. That's the guy right there. That's 3 buckets in a row for Trey Foster. Obviously, he's got a mismatch down low. Might as well get the ball to him.
Yeah, he's kind of got a mismatch all over the floor. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't decide to go to this a little bit earlier. You know, you want to get everyone involved, but they haven't even been hiding it for about the last 4 or 5 possessions.
Right, attack their weak factors, you know, but Trey unable to complete the 3-point play. So the lead is still at 7.
Go jump that guy.
There's that trap there in the corner. St. Mary's applying that pressure defense. They're in a zone. That's a zone. That's a zone press, and they're going to get that trap right there.
Man.
Oh. And that's now they're in the double bonus, so they'll be shooting 2 now.
You know, and that's a call right there that I can't disagree with, because he got beat, and you know you've got to move your feet. You can't.
Yeah, and at that point, if you do get beat, you know, don't foul. Obviously, you know, you got other guys to help defense. Make them help and kick it out to where, obviously, you know, it's not been a lot of outside game from both teams. You know, make them go earn it underneath the basket. That first one of 2 is good.
And his help was coming from the far side of the court.
Right.
So the fact that he funneled his guy towards the corner was a mistake to start with.
Yeah, you got a giant Trey Foster down there, you know, obviously to help you. Don't foul him, you know, just let him come down. Trey Foster with the board goes down a little bit. Woo! Tries to find Snyder down low, throws it off the backboard. There's Lewis.
I don't think you can touch the backboard in high school, can you? Missed that one there.
It's like almost like the unspoken rule. I mean, a lot of players go up and slap the backboard. I think it's a matter of how much you shake the backboard, I guess. Because I've seen Trey obviously throughout the whole season kind of do that. He gets up there and tries to get the block shot. If he doesn't get it, he's still going to slap that backboard.
You know, and they might have changed that rule too, because that's something that you really only have in play because you're not expecting guys to be able to make a play on the ball.
Steal by St. Mary's. Here comes Benton down the lane. He's got 3-on-1. They're going to call it a travel.
Yeah.
So as we hit the 2-minute mark, our score is 58-50.
If you're going to dribble into traffic, you better have a plan, and that wasn't it.
That was not it. You had numbers, too. You had 3-on-1, and you try to Euro step through a guy. I mean.
Literally through a guy.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you got a guy, Trey Foster, who just scored three of your buckets in a row right next to you. You know, think about giving it up. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Minute 50 seconds to go here in the fourth. Both teams in the double bonus. So do not be surprised if we see a lot of free throws coming up here. Cascade, I think, is just going to try to burn some clock. Swinging it out, swings it down low, turns it over.
I don't know why you make that pass.
Yeah, I mean, might as well just keep it. You know, you got a minute 35 to go. You burned 25 seconds just to turn it over. I mean, that's a tough one right there. But fortunately for St. Mary's, so 58-50 is our score. St. Mary's trying to chip back at this lead. Comes Brother down the lane. Good bucket.
Yeah, you still got a lot of time.
A lot of time left. applying that pressure defense. And there you go. Make them make some mistakes. And they're going to call a timeout with Cascade. We're going to take one with them, folks. Don't go anywhere. Minute 20 to go. TableRockSports.net.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
Sure. You know, he's not really hitting a lot from the free throw line.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back in 2. And we're back here, folks. TableRockSports.net. We got 58-52. Cascade leading. 2-possession game. They're going to apply that pressure, and they're going to swing it around. And Cascade, I think, is just going to try to burn some clock here. Obviously, Oregon High School basketball, no shot clock, so they can take their time. And if you're St. Mary's here, I think you might want to foul eventually.
Yeah, and
you're getting under a minute now. You know, we got 50 seconds on the clock here. So I think at this foul, at the point you got to foul.
Now you do it.
Now you got to foul. Go for the ball, though.
Exactly.
So that's going to put Collin back on the line. He's shooting 2. 44.6 seconds on the clock. 2-possession game. This is where, you know, obviously the clutch factor comes in. Let's see, you know, who has it and who doesn't. Collin's been pretty successful from the line all night. So let's see if, you know, obviously in the clutch situation here, let's see what he can do. First one is good. That extends their lead to 7. A lot of substitutions there on the floor for St. Mary's.
St. Mary's needed their foulers on the floor.
Yeah. They're going to get basically the starting lineup back in there just with Brother on the.
Really a great way to get your guys a break, too.
Yeah. Second one is good as well. We're going to get a timeout for St. Mary's. And we will take one with them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to Table Rock Sports.
I'm Ian McDonald, Medford Police Department School Resource Officer for Hedrick Middle School, as well as Lone Pine, Hoover, and Roosevelt Elementaries. Resource officers provide a consistent presence on campus to protect and support students and staff and to keep them informed and updated on safety issues. It's also our job to work with our surrounding neighborhoods on behavior or nuisance issues. Contact your school if you have a concern. I'm School Resource Officer Ian McDonald, working to ensure the safety. Hello, I'm Ian McDonald, Medford Police Department School Resource Officer for Hedrick Middle School, as well as Lone Pine, Hoover, and Roosevelt Elementaries. Resource officers provide a consistent presence on campus to protect and support students and staff and to keep them informed and updated on safety issues. It's also our job to work with our surrounding neighborhoods on behavior or nuisance issues. Contact your school if you have a concern. I'm School Resource Officer Ian McDonald, working to ensure the safety.
And we are back here, folks, here at Cascade Christian High School. 52-60 is our score. St. Mary's coming down with about 40 seconds to play here in regulation. They need to get a bucket. They're swinging it around. They're kind of being a little messy with it. I'm going to call that a jump ball, and that's going to go back to Cascade. So a turnover for St. Mary's in clutch time. Tough one.
And I think, unfortunately, that's going to do it for our beloved Crusaders. But I've also seen some pretty crazy stuff happen in 30 seconds, so.
We've seen Tracy McGrady, score, 13 and 30?
That's one. Reggie Miller scored 8 and 11.
I was going to say, yeah.
Or was it 11 and 8?
I mean, either way, that's a change of a ball game. But we got 25 seconds with Lane Colum on the free throw line, and he's pretty much hit everything from the line tonight. So he's hoping to extend this lead to 10. Basically, if you're Cascade after that, just back off, Let him come down, let him take a three, let him, because it's obviously not going to hurt you. And extend that lead to 9.
If you have one guy you trust on perimeter defense, maybe you bring him up just to try to slow down the ball handler a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, there's no reason to do anything other than defend.
Trey's going to get the board. He's going to pull up from 3, and it's good. You love to see it. Cuts it to a 6-point lead.
I know, get the ball.
14 seconds on the clock. They're going to send Lewis to the line to shoot 2. Clutch 3 there by Trey Foster. He's having a game. I mean, he always has a game. He's a stud. So they're going to send Lewis here for a pair. Clutch time, 6-point lead, 2-possession game. First one is good. Second one is good as well. We are back to an 8-point lead. Comes Banton down the floor. He's got Trey at the top. Just hit one.
I don't know why you don't give it right back to him. Especially trailing the play like that.
Yeah, I mean, he just nailed one. Get him a heat check, You're
going to get him the ball stepping into a three-pointer where he just hit
throws it up to him. Goes up.
Ugh, that could have been
He gets
big.
the foul call. Almost an and one right there. 6 seconds left to play. And looks like this one just might be a little out of reach here. Good effort here by St. Mary's to, keep it obviously within 10, mostly for this end of this fourth period. First one is good. Could have used a lot of more of those tonight, that's for sure. I mean, I think that could have been a huge difference in this
might
game.
have been the difference maker.
Absolutely. Second one is up and is good as well. 57-63. And they're going to foul. 5.1 on the clock. 6-point game, 2-possession game. We've seen crazier things happen, folks.
I think all of them involved a shot clock, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'd say I agree.
Not that it's turned on at this point in the game,
but they're putting a sophomore on the line, so clutch time. We'll see what happens. Cody Reese.
Well, you want to know how you make the varsity team as a sophomore?
You make your free throws, absolutely, and there he does, and that just kind of puts the seal on the deal right there, making it a 7-point lead. 5 seconds to go. 8-point lead, 5 seconds to go. They're going to inbound to Snyder. Snyder's going to swing it ahead to Kobe Aldridge. He's going to take the 3 from the corner. No good. And that is it, folks. 65-57, Cascade winning the Holy War versus St. Mary's. Nate, any thoughts?
Good effort. I mean, St. Mary's was there for most of it. Turning point in the game was that technical foul off the dunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that was it.
Big,
Cascade lost the lead, went back, got it back on the technical free throws and the ensuing possession, and never looked back.
Yep, found their momentum and just was able to seal the deal. So we are going to sign out here, folks. We got a doubleheader coming to you, so we got the girls' game right after this. So y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of TableRockSports.net. Jake McCoy, Nate Goodyear signing out. We will be back for the girls' game. See you soon, TableRockSports.net.